Another thing I see here is this is a book that was too tall to fit in the stacks. And it's great someone flipped it on its side. That's really all you can do. I do see things that are tilted sideways or that people have tried to kind of cram on. So tipping it over so it goes in the other direction is fine. The problem here is it's on, this is called the foredge as opposed to the spine. This seems the most logical way of doing it because it's user friendly, you can see the call number more easily. Unfortunately, it's not book friendly. So the problem here is I don't know if you can see, but the hinge is pulling apart. So because the text block is set into the case, because the case is protecting it, so there's an edge here, they're not even. So when the weight of the text block pulls down to sit on the shelf, it's pulling away up here. So these hinges have become loose, which is just the beginning of more problems. So our policy these days is to actually flip books onto their spines. So here it already doesn't look good because of what's happened previously. But if it was in better shape, it would sit much more nicely where the text block, the weight of it is just falling into the spine and being cradled by the spine. So that's how we do it. You may see things in the stacks that are on their foredge that shouldn't be. It's not your job to go around and tip everything over. But as you go, as you shelf, certainly shelf things on their spine, and that should keep things from tearing themselves apart just by sitting on the shelves for years like that. And one more thing I wanted to mention that I meant to mention earlier when we looked at the different parts of a book and the cases and what can cover them. I talked about fabric and paper, plastic, leather. Buckram is something that I didn't mention. You see this a lot in libraries. It's very strong. It's an infused fabric. So that's something you'll see a lot in libraries. It's quite strong. You still don't want to pull on this. I have actually seen Buckram books that have torn up here or that are worn out on these edges. But I just want to mention that it's something that's quite common here in the library and is a really, really strong cover for the case. And this is how our commercial binder rebinds our materials. And now I'd like to move on to talking about stacks that are overcrowded.